Okay, people, it's been a little quiet for One Piece's live-action Netflix adaptation. We know that it's been made. We know that they're working on it. I'd imagine they're probably in post-production now, you know, getting all the green screen right, all of the CGI and everything needed to make it all come together. So I'm imagining that's the stage that they're at right now. But if you're feeling skeptical about this series, quickly before we get into the video, if you would hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified. We drop new episodes of FORNEVER News every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and throughout the week we re-upload some of those segments into smaller bits for your viewing pleasure. Please hit them buttons. Let's get into the news, shall we? I got one more thing I could tell you guys. If you've been following, you know that there's a lot of good elements surrounding it. There's a lot of creatives that really care. There's a lot of people that actually want this thing to be good. So that was something already that I had a little bit of faith in this thing, right? But then now we got the director of the Netflix original One Piece live action talking about Oda's involvement in the One Piece live action, and based on what he said, it sounds like if this one turns out bad, they really gave it their all. And what I mean by that is, in this little mini interview, basically the director said that Oda has been on site and he will literally straight up say, yo dog, that's not what I was trying to convey there. You're doing it wrong. So basically, Oda is very much so making sure to keep it in line so that we don't have all of a sudden characters acting completely out of character of what we've known to love and grow with the cast and whatnot. It looks like they're actually having Oda to the point of like, no, you're making this wrong, and he's actually correcting things. So that is a big win and a little bit more to feel like, okay, Oda is involved very deep into this process. If this fails, if this turns out bad, it's just that it turned out bad. Because if you got somebody like, this isn't Dragon Ball Evolution, and in case you don't know about Dragon Ball Evolution, one of the worst live action adaptations for any anime or manga in existence or whatnot, one of the things that made people confident but then they were duped was that, oh, Toriyama is involved and they had like a very great director or whatever. But everybody that was supposedly involved in the production of Dragon Ball Evolution that would have made you feel comfortable, it was all on paper. None of these people were there shooting in Mexico. They lied about the budget. They said it was $100 million. Find out it's only a $30 million budget. Toriyama wasn't there. He just wrote after the fact like, oh, that's different. He wasn't there. So the fact that Oda is on set, on scene, directing, telling them, no, you got this wrong, that means that we can have a little bit more faith in this thing. Am I saying that it's going to be a masterpiece? It's going to be better than the manga? No. Like, there's possibilities, anything can happen, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the heart of the show, the creator himself, is very heavily involved, so that's a good sign, right? And since we're in the ballpark of talking some One Piece, we got an update on One Piece Film Red's success over here in the West. We know that it pretty much in its opening weekend surpassed the gross of any One Piece film prior over here in the West. Again, I said, like, I believe Film Gold did like 500,000 or less than 500,000 in its full run. Then Stampede did like 1.3 million in its full run. This one opening weekend did like damn near close to $10 million. So blowing past the competition. Let's see the update. One Piece Film Red crosses US $12.7 million. The One Piece Film Red anime crossed US $12,768,073 in its second week in the United States, ranking at number 8 at the US box office. According to Box Office Mojo, the film earned an estimated $483,000 on Friday, $559,000 on Saturday, and $405,000 on Sunday, earning a total of $1.447 million over the weekend. Box Office Mojo lists the film's worldwide gross as $151,771,841. So goddamn, worldwide One Piece Film Red has made $150 million. Oh my god. The film earned US $9 million. Okay, we already spoke about that in its first 3 days of what it did in the opening weekend. But yeah, it's safe to say that One Piece Film Red is the biggest One Piece film of all time. A lot of controversy. If you watch my review over on my main channel, I spoke about pretty much some of the problems that people have with the actual film. Personally, I stand by that. If this isn't the best One Piece film, it's up there. Like, between art, animation, the story itself. The only problem people have had with the One Piece Film Red is that there's some singing in it. But the problem that I'm looking at, their problem, is that, dog, it's kind of the point. It's one of the, you know, main antagonists' abilities, like music. So yeah, you're gonna hear music, and you can't be mad at a movie about a character using music. Like, there's gonna be music. And in all honesty, 12.7 million in the US already. That is literally 10 times more than the last One Piece film did, Stampede. But above all else, I didn't even realize till I got into the meat of this thing, we at $150 million. Dog, they definitely gonna squeeze out at least one or two more One Piece films before all is said and done. I'm gonna place my bets on two more One Piece films at the very least. 3 max. After 3, I don't know, because yeah, they've been doing One Piece films like every couple years, whatever. We had Stampede in 2019. Then of course you got to take into account the whole pandemic and stuff like that. So took 3 years in between One Piece, Stampede, and Film Red. I'm guessing probably 2025, the latest, maybe late 2024, we'll get the next One Piece film, because $150 million, they're not gonna look past that and be like, oh yeah, they're gonna go for more, baby. Like, big shout outs to One Piece Film Red. I can't even believe it, 150 million. Wow. And still going. When it's all said and done, it has potential to do 175, maybe even 200 worldwide outside of US, because obviously US, we probably already peaked it out, which is abnormal. Like, yo, dog, we did 10 times more than Stampede. That's nuts. First up on the docket, we have some Naruto gaming related news, and it's nothing to do with Shinobi Striker, and it's nothing to do with any of, well, it kind of is now that I think about it, some of the previous games. Pretty much, we finally are seemingly getting little by little inklings of, in case you missed it, I've been talking about it for a little bit now, that there was some rumors, there was some trusted sources and leaks that came out, I believe, earlier in the year and said, fam, Naruto Storm 5 is coming from CyberConnect 2. Then shortly after that, we had seen a photograph released of the staff from CyberConnect 2 holding up copies of Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, and I believe Road to Boruto, or Boruto and Naruto related pictures or whatnot. So a lot of people were like, wait a minute, what is this? You know, the Storm game's been over for a minute now. The whole focus has been on Shinobi Strikers, whole different studio. Why is CyberConnect 2 all of a sudden all gung-ho about Naruto again? So you add that with the rumors, and now this piece of information, more than likely, this is going to be the Storm 5 that we've been thinking is coming, because according to this, it says, according to a recent article by Gematsu, Bandai Namco Entertainment has trademarked Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections in Europe, pretty much meaning that they're starting filing up the names for the next game. Now, this could be one or two different things. This could definitely be that Naruto Storm 5 would technically not be the right name for it, because it would have to be Naruto Storm 5, and we already know that the next game ideally is going to go into Boruto. It's going to go heavy into Boruto. I'm going to assume it'll probably stop by the end of the Ishiki Otsutsuki arc, so that's probably where the game is going to lie, and more than likely that'll be the big thing if CyberConnect 2 is indeed working on this next Storm game. But this also could be, and I'm hoping not, but based on the title Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, it could also potentially be some sort of re-release. I'm hoping that's not the case at all, but it could very well be like a compilation of all the Storm games in one. We know they've done that in the past. I know they did it in Japan. I'm not sure elsewhere where they did that at, but they have re-released Naruto Storm games in the past. But I'm really hoping that, considering everything we've seen over the last year or so regarding Naruto Storm and CyberConnect 2, that this is the game. And if they're filing the trademark now, I'm going to guess within the next couple years at the latest, we will be seeing this next game. But considering the Boruto anime was 2021, and that was what really lit up the title and whatnot, I'm going to be hopeful that maybe if this game is indeed Naruto Storm Connections, the next installment in the Naruto Storm saga, so to speak, that this game is going to be coming out maybe with a trailer at the very least by the end of this year. It could very well be at Jump Festa that they're gonna announce this, or it could be early 2023, but either way, I'm gonna be hopeful that that's what this is, because everything is leading me to believe that this is the next one. And I'm not gonna lie, I am massively excited if this is indeed going to be the next installment installment in the Storm franchise, because I love Naruto Storm. In fact, I love CyberConnect 2's whole model and engine in general. Pretty much the only game nowadays that I play is Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles anyway, so this would be freaking amazing. So yeah, keep that one in mind. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, that is whatever it is going to be, that is next up more than likely from CyberConnect 2. Let's just hope it's the next installment in Storm, the Storm 5 we've been waiting for, wanting, and I think rightfully deserve. It's been a long time since a new Naruto game came about that wasn't a gacha or wasn't DLC for Shinobi Striker, and shout out to Shinobi Striker. Y'all clearly have been capable of holding it down this long. We want another Storm game. I want another Storm game. Yeah. Next up, if you've been waiting for the author of Katekyo Hitman Reborn to get back to Katekyo Hitman Reborn, you're gonna be waiting a lot longer, considering, well, first of all, the manga ended, but also they're seemingly seeing some success with their newest series that honestly hasn't been talked about that much. I've mentioned it here or there, but it's not all that widely known. I believe it's called Detective Ron Komonohashi. Basically, yeah, it's getting an anime. New Weibo posts have emerged over Ron Komonohashi, the ranged detective, getting a TV anime adaptation. Nothing is yet known or confirmed for the series, so wait for further information. But yeah, everything I've been hearing is that Ron Komonohashi is getting an anime, and I'm a little more excited for this one than I was with the previous series that the author of Hitman Reborn, because they had like another series that was in Jump Plus, and yeah, I didn't really care. I can't even remember the name of it, and I reviewed the first episode or two. But yeah, I'm more so looking forward to this one. I remember reading a bit of the first chapter. I love the art, and it seemed a little bit more mature to a certain degree. It still had some of that Tsunayoshi Sawada wackiness from Katekyo Hitman Reborn, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm definitely more than likely not going to read the manga before I check out the anime, but the anime, if they do a good job, Kira Amano is great. Katekyo Hitman Reborn was awesome, so I'm hopeful that this one is going to be different from Reborn, because we had Reborn, and on top of that, that other series was kind of in the same vein in a way. It felt very wacky in the beginning. I wouldn't be mad at seeing a different side of Akira Amano's writing capabilities of, yeah, write something a little more serious, a little more edgier, and let's see what happens. But yeah, people, creator of Katekyo Hitman Reborn has a new anime incoming, Ron Komonohashi, the Ranged Detective.